Laser Pulse is another activity that has actually taken advantage of the partnership in Colombia. It's a very unique program and really tries to bring in researchers to engage with practitioners, implementers of development programs. And so there's been a very big increase in movement across many colleges, across many departments, really academic partnerships that have blossomed. So it's really nice to see this grassroots level impact of the academic partnerships, as well as the big projects that come through by being top of mind as an academic partner to engage both the Colombian government and the US government in its efforts in Colombia.
The comprehensive success factor process is really anchored in providing a systems view of the complex problems that we find in socio-technical or socio-political contexts. The core of the process is built on evidence of patterns that we've uncovered that occur in all of these problems, no matter where they are in the world, that are anchored really in human behavior and in the context in which these challenges are faced. We found that there's roughly 15 to 16 major categories of problem areas that typically have to be covered, that span from stakeholder engagement and leadership involvement through to resource provision for the actual solution to a problem, ultimately onto the adoption of measures that might be part of the solution, and then techniques that are required for sustainability and resilience of the solution to be lasting over time. Yeah, a key element of these complex problems is that quite often they've been deemed to be intractable. And I think our work with the comprehensive success factor analysis demonstrates that they're intractable because they're extremely complicated. Which makes it daunting, certainly, but the intent of this process is to raise those variables in the eyes of the people that are working on the problem.
You start talking about numbers and you start talking about the real issues and the problems behind politics. People get to understand each other, and usually they find out they're closer in their positions that they thought they would be. So we had people from the government here, people from the academia, and from implementer organizations. And even though they have some differences in how they approach things, once they start talking about the real issues and the real problems, they found common ground.
There's been an incredibly diverse group of perspectives that have been incredibly rich in attacking these problems that are faced in Colombia right now. And I think that's been one of the major strengths of LASER in this event and in the award itself. When we designed the LASER award, the achievements that we wanted to have were to create a network of researchers that could address a wide variety of development problems, to bring them together and create opportunities and identify the major development problems and questions that exist all around the world, and then to fund and to translate the research that can go into these problems and these questions that they were able to identify. Here in this event, it's been a microcosm of all four of those purposes.
That allowed us to, in very quick time, bring together the very best professionals, the experts in these really interesting interdisciplinary areas where research can help in dealing, for example, with the Venezuelan migration crisis, where it can help with integrated rural development, where it can help with programs dedicated to youth. So it's the combination of getting together, high trust, knowing the system, bringing the best people together to get the best results that is going to have the most impact on these populations, vulnerable and very poor populations, both in Colombia and across the region. So it's a great win-win program here in Colombia.